3. So I'm doing a continue part for the body what is Izuku was in UA villain rehab program. This is the continue part of part 1. So like I was recording it and then it stopped recording, but it was still showing. So this is the continue part of it. So you can consider it 1.5. So once Izuku, everyone said Izuku on a mission. Izuku was supposed to kill Hero. When he was on his way to kill the hero, he met he was on his way to kill the hero when he met she she's the one that when Izuku could even reach to kill. No, I just kind of changed the look. I just changed it. So when Izuku was about to like reach to kill him, she came before Izuku and killed him. So let's say that while Izuku was off, Alpha One betrayed Izuku. Like Alpha One was supposed to give Izuku Alpha One, but instead when Izuku on a mission, you never expected Izuku to return back that quickly. So he gave Shigaraki Alpha One. Even though Alpha One promised Izuku it, Izuku was not really counting on it. Also he had an idea because he was wondering why Alpha One was giving him more quirks. But it turns out that Shigaraki didn't get the most powerful quirks. He get some of the most weakest quirks. And no, he got some powerful, but Izuku got the most powerful. So also Alpha One decided that he's gonna give Shigaraki the leader position. So he stepped down from his position as number 1 villain. So Shigaraki took up the role as the number 1 villain. So Izuku then decided that Shigaraki is purposely sabotaging them. Shigaraki is like he doesn't really come up with a plan. Instead he just went off. They say that the doctor had an incomplete normal, but Shigaraki thought that it was a complete normal. So he took that normal and went he came to what Izuku was about to fight. It was like a USJ now, but Izuku was following behind. So when the normal came on, it was an incomplete normal. They say that Bakugo got one for all, so Bakugo came and started fighting normal. But normal was still strong. It was strong, but not as strong as the Kennen normal. So but one for all was not sitting very well with Bakugo because Bakugo was very arrogant. So he came and attacked the normal. So the normal gave Bakugo a punch and break his bones, his ribcage. So they either managed to get out because that sleep Shigaraki, but Shigaraki forgot that he's supposed to like steal some of the files. He managed to steal some, but he never got the what's it called again? The training camp. So when that's the information that they forgot about. So Yeah. So Izuku then realized that Shigaraki is purposely doing this. So Izuku then said, I'm leaving this. I'm leaving the League of Villains. So he packed all of his things. So Shigaraki decided that he's going to attack Izuku because he said no one is leaving. So when he came to try is attack Izuku, Izuku pulled out hold on. So it's like this hold on. So it's just like this weapon that Aizawa have. So he pulled it out and he slashed off Shigaraki's hand. Shigaraki didn't know that Izuku had more than one. He thought that Izuku only had one quirk. But he was surprised that when Izuku pulled out that weapon and sliced off his hand. So he was about to try to use his other hand to touch Izuku. Izuku kicked his hand and then stepped on it and break it. But not to where it will not be cannot repair, but he broke it. So he just left. Toka was about to follow him, but Izuku told him to stay. So and he was leaving. So while he was leaving, she informed Aizawa that she's a hero. She's a hero in training, so she wants to inform if she killed any moment kill. She like took him in. Took the person Izuku was supposed to kill in custody. So she reported to Aizawa about the League of Villains base. So while he was leaving, she immediately spot Izuku and said he is part of the League of Villains. So Aizawa, so Midnight used some knockout, used some of her quirk, used the knockout gas, and knocked out Izuku. So two heroes, she and Midnight came. Not Midnight, let's say Cementos came, and Cementos took him up, and she took Izuku things. So let's say that Izuku also rescued Eri. So Eri is like Izuku's daughter. Izuku has custody over her because Izuku was the one who adopted him. Then before they even know that Izuku was a villain, yeah. So Izuku managed to adopt Eri. So Eri had came with him. So the League of Villains managed to escape. So they thought that Izuku was the one who ratted them out and tried to escape. So they said so they were trying to go after Izuku. But they were shocked to find out that the heroes also took Izuku in. So they said when it was happening, All For One thought that All For One had his quirks, so he came a full power full power Texas smash and punch All For One, killing him on spot. You don't want to move in and that, so but still he killed him. All For One was shocked. All Might was shocked. He said he thought that All For One did have his quirks. So they blew up that base. So when Izuku was in UA, like the era they like took villains they took young villains to try convince him to become a hero. Izuku came in and said offer him a proposition. They took Izuku to in the era where they sorry about the past though. So they took Izuku that they decided to change him. So Nizu came in and offered a position. Uh, he offered him he offered Izuku a deal. So Izuku took the deal. I'm not getting into what the deal is. Use your imagination. So after the next day, they've told Izuku that he had to sleep there. So they said in part of the deal, Izuku will get a house for himself, and UA will provide that bed, food, basically almost everything for him. But only thing, he has to take care of the house and everything in it. And he has to attend class, and also he has to become a hero. So they said before that, they said if you ever that they were going to rank him, because since he was a villain, he's probably well trained. So he decided that he's gonna make Izuku fight some of the teachers. So no, he decided that Izuku's gonna fight the big three. So they started off with Tamaki, and they took Izuku to the area where they're supposed to, like, let's say the area they took Izuku was section D1. So they said that Izuku was supposed to face off the big three. So it was Tamaki versus Izuku first. Tamaki thought that this would be, even though Tamaki is shy, he thought that this was probably gonna be easy. So he used the tentacle hand and octopus leg, and when he stretched out to catch Izuku ran up on the tentacle and kicked Tamaki directly in the face, knocked him out. Even though he could have kicked him and killed him, but he didn't. So then after, it was Izuku versus Nejiri. Nejiri was trying to keep in ear, trying to use her Nejiri wave, trying to use her Quirk basically. But Izuku was easily dodging all of them. He was not even using none of his quirks. All he was doing was use his pure skill. As I was intrigued by this, seeing that a kid could actually not use his quirk and he's taking out the big things that could actually put up a fight against the teachers. So Izuku then ran up. I don't know. He jumped and used his leg and grabbed the edge of his leg and flew flip in the air and threw Nejiri to the ground. And when he landed, he ran straight to Nejiri, full speed. When at full speed, when he was fast enough that the teachers couldn't keep up. All Might had to use one for all in his eyes just to see all of this, because All Might is deflated, so he had to use one for all in his eyes. Even though that put a very huge strain on his eyes, he had to reduce most of it. So Izuku managed to knock out Nejiri. So now it was Mirio versus Izuku. Mirio tried to phase into the ground, came up. So Izuku, Mirio was having the upper hand. So Izuku closed his eyes, began to feel the energy around the area, trying to predict where Mirio would pop up from. After 2 minutes after this, Izuku managed to finally predict Miriam. So once he punched, made a mirror to pop up behind him. Izuku ducked and elbowed him in his gut. Then Izuku take 2 steps away. Izuku's eyes were still closed. All of the teachers were intrigued, was very shocked and surprised that Izuku is actually closed his eyes and was able to see and predict where Miro is coming from. So Izuku managed to, after 5 minutes of predicting Miro, Izuku finally had enough. And then a spin kick. Once he popped through and Izuku made a spin kick and kicked him directly in the face, knocking him out. Hold on. Oh, my bad. So as I was saying, I want him in my class. Maybe he will be. It was like, why do you want him in your class? Said maybe he can help Wade to get stronger. But that was kind of like, that was not like really as a reason, but it was kind of it. He said you would think that he might be a fun student to have, but he was also intriguing to try to figure out what is his quirk. So he took him to class 1A. They say that before Izuku had his quirk, they said Izuku still went to school. Even though he was very intelligent, he still went to school. So Bakugo still know it. Izuku never called him Kasha. He did. But Bakugo still called him Deku because he thought that Deku didn't have a quirk because Deku never uses his quirk. But Izuku was better than him in every single way. Izuku bested him in every single way. But he couldn't really. No one really called Deku. So when Bakugo saw that it was Izuku, he said, Deku! I was about to attack Deku because he thought that he never really thought nothing, he just wanted to beat Izuku because Izuku left and never came back. So he attacked Izuku. Izuku only attacked him in special points. Hit him in his 2 arms, his 2 legs. So that fell back to the ground. So he basically hit all of Bakugo's precious point in his hand and his legs. So then he introduced himself. Arthur asked him what is his quirk. He said, "That's for me to know and you to never find out." Also, I think I said this. Izuku quirk cannot be erased, passed down, or try to figure out. Like if you try to take some of his blood, you will not figure out his quirk. Hold on. So yeah, you cannot figure out his quirk no matter what you do. So after all of that, as I was saying, we will. Oh, but he said, alright, since Izuku is new, we're gonna do quirk apprehension test. So he said, put on your PE uniform. He said, you will not get expelled or suspended. You only get detention if you come in last. He thought detention is nothing for Izuku. He said, Izuku, do not fail. So he said, alright, I have a deal then. If you give it your all, you will get 1 day to leave the school compound. Do whatever you like. but not use your quirk. You cannot use your quirk to do nothing to no one. So he said okay. So Izuku changed. He waited to everyone leave because you know that everyone there, all of the boys there, didn't like him because because the most populous girl, which is her, actually has a crush on Izuku. So boys does not like Izuku. Not only that, because all the girls there also has a crush on Izuku. That's why none of the boys like Izuku. So Izuku never really went in. He never wanted. He waited until everybody leaves. I was trying to add someone else to ship, but let's work with this one. This shit. I was trying to add someone. Should I? Nah, I ain't. So when other boys left, he went in and changed. When he came out, I saw say you are late. He said, if you think that I will be going there with those boys who hates me to their guts, well, no, I ain't going. So he said, okay, understandable. Also, I meant to say that sorry for the noise. My neighbors are, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Could be a party. There's probably music for fun, so they just love about their music. So after Izuku, it told Izuku to throw the ball. So Izuku threw the ball. He said, as I said, don't use your quirk. Since his physical strength is actually can rival the top 10 hero, he said that almost in space. Screw that. He just sent it 2,000 meters. So as I was saying, use your quirk now. Izuku then used one of his quirk. I think I say one of his quirk is paralyze. And this what Aizawa has. And teleportation. So all he did was teleport ball into space. So as I said, no, he basically threw the ball and then teleported the ball in the air and then descended to outer space, teleported near to the sun. So that ball went bye-bye. So when, as I said, I think he sent the ball to the sun, and let's say that he just said Infinity had a care because that went to the sun. So Izuku basically wins everyone. Ida was impressed by his speed, so Ida began to start train. After this, Ida began to start training. So they said it's up another US here. So doing this, Izuku said they catching feelings for. I should give her a name. Hold up, I'm thinking. So I'm gonna give her make her name Alice. I don't care if it's a Chinese, American, I don't care. So her name is Alice. So Izuku actually fall in love with Alice. So what Izuku? So the class decided to like have a sleepover. All of the girls invited Izuku, but before they could even invite Izuku, it was Alice who first invited Izuku. So Alice decided to claim Izuku. So Alice said, it's before. I'm not being crazy or anything. I just kind of like doing it. I just kind of have a feeling I would like doing this, so I'm just doing this. At least say that Izuku is his, either Izuku kind of liked it there because at least it's like a face to side. Also, okay, so he went over to their sleepover, but the men's also invited Izuku because they wanted to beat Izuku up. So when they saw Izuku leaving, they decided to ask Izuku. Izuku said, no. They said, how about tomorrow then? Izuku said, no. He said, okay, enjoy me here. How about in the Keishima too? And so it was Keishima who was the one asking. They said, how about the next day? He said, no. He said, how about the next day? And he just kept on asking. Izuku said, no, and no. So he said, why? He said, Alice said that I should hang out with her every day, so that ain't gonna happen. So when Kirishima heard Alice, he kinda got jealous. He got jelly. So he got even more jealous of Izuku because this nigga is a villain, and he just came and get the most populous girl. We done this one day, one flipping day. So Izuku then he went and had their sleepover. All the girls shared moves on Izuku, but Izuku he let him, so all their work put to shame. They couldn't get Izuku to sleep with one of them. So they say that Izuku slept with Alice because Alice told him to. Well, Izuku was invited. Well, Alice, this was I did. So Alice asked when Alice asked Izuku to sleep, or she asked Alice asked Izuku if he could sit beside her, sleep with her in the same bed. Izuku was kind of hesitating, so he said yes. So let's continue. So Izuku slept with Alice. All the girls got jelly, because he even sit beside any of them beside some Alice. He didn't slept with none of them except Alice. I say that this kept on going on for a month until Alice. So after, let's say 2 months after all this, Alice finally asked Izuku. Izuku kind of blushed in, so he said okay. So they went on a date. So I will do the next part next 3 days. I'll do part 2 in next 3 days. In 3 days I will continue the rest. Maybe I continue one more after this. So yeah, enjoy. Bye.